Trump sells you perfume and phones while you lose your house. That's where we're at here in the United States. Today is July 2nd, 2025. And while the American economy is dying, the American consumer is struggling, the average household is buried deep in debt and can barely afford food, your president is now here to sell you cologne and you can buy his new phone service. We'll get into it here in this video today. If you like what you see here today, please like, subscribe, and comment down below. Help get this out in the algorithm. I'd love to have a discussion about this. If you want to see more of my unfiltered content, things I cannot say here on YouTube, please follow me on Substack for more. So let's get into it. Yes, this is real. This just came out yesterday amidst the big, beautiful bill and whatever else and all the other problems we got going on in this country and the world. Your president is out here to show you something else again. Trump unveils $249 Trump fragrances. President Trump began hawking a new business venture on Monday. Official Trump fragrances that retail for hundreds of dollars per 3.3-ounce bottle. These are only official fragrances by President Trump. Get the TrumpFragrances.com website reads, noting it's also the only official place to purchase them. Trump fragrances are here. They're called Victory 45 through 47 because they're all about winning, strength, and success for men and women, he wrote Monday evening. Get yourself a bottle and don't forget to get one for your loved ones too. Enjoy, have fun, and keep winning, the president said. So again, this is real. This is on his True Social. This is where you can buy them. For a whopping $249, fragrance for the ladies and a cologne for the men. And it looks like Trump, or a very trim Trump, I should say. I mean, I at this point, I mean, I don't know what else to say. Of course, you can buy his fight ones that he released in Christmas of last year, and of course, these are sold out. Yeah, so that's where we're at. Your president is out here just selling more cologne and everything else. And I mean, look, Trump has a long history of doing this. Before he became president, he puts his name on everything. I mean, remember Trump Ice? He put his name on a bottles of water, and it's just plain old bottled water. But hey, Trump's got to have his name on it. You can still find them online for sale. If you want to buy one for $80 on eBay, some are selling it for more, but that's where we're at. But don't worry, he's gonna sell you phones now. Yeah, if you guys didn't see, he's now selling Trump Mobile. It's supposed to be this phone service for $4.99. You get the phone, and apparently it's gonna be made in America. And at least that's how his sons promoted it, and found out that's not really true. Which, surprise, surprise, it's not made in America. We don't have the capacity for that. And as a business side pointed out, the Made in USA wording vanished from the listing. I mean, I'm trying to stay professional, but this is just so stupid after a while. Trump's $499 built in the USA smartphone, likely made in China, analysts say, making it subject to his own tariff policy. Surprise, surprise. I saw a video online, I believe. Yeah, right here. This guy, he actually got the service. I'll put a link in the description. You can watch it. He actually bought the thing, and he went through the whole process, and just how the whole thing is yet another one of these scams. Maybe you guys remember earlier this year that crypto he scammed. Again, the fight Trump token. And then you had Melania coin and the scam that was. And I mean, we could just go on and on. Trump has said we're going to be the crypto capital of the world, and Bitcoin this and all. And again, his sons run a Bitcoin mining operation. Gee, I wonder who's going to profit from that. Remember that whole Saudi Arabia deal? The Saudis, the Qataris, whoever it was, gave them that big old big old jumbo jet, and all the other stuff that was going on there. All the big wigs of the world were meeting there. Yeah. I mean, and remember that pump and dump thing he did with the whole tariffs? Remember that one? And I showed a clip. I don't think a lot of you guys saw us who follow my work. Again, ripped higher. It was one of the best trading days ever in history here in the United States from that. But there's a clip I put at the end. I don't think a lot of you saw this because I added it late after I published the post. He actually was in the White House, and he was joking with investor Charles Schwab, and he literally joked about how they were making $2.5 billion in just one day. from this pump and dump they ran the market.
This is Charles Schwab. It's not just a company, it's actually an individual. And he made $2.5 billion today, and he made $900 million. That's not bad, because he's in financials. I've always been following.
So as you're losing your home, you're losing everything else, you're struggling to get by. These guys, hey, $2.5 billion in an afternoon. Hey, that's normal. And like I said, this is amidst the big, beautiful train wreck that just passed the Senate. It still has to go through the House as I'm filming this, but it will. It will eventually. Make no mistake about that. And add on to what just a little less than $4 trillion in the national debt again, and then what $5 trillion for the debt ceiling. There's a bunch of other things with that as well. I'm not going to get into this video. I'm trying to make this quick. But look, I talked about this before. Americans are at the breaking point. 25% of Americans use buy now, pay later to purchase groceries, and they're not even making those payments on time anymore. And people could say, "Oh, this is because Americans can't save money; they don't have good spending habits." And I mean, that is true. But at the same time, people are legitimately struggling. And again, another headline: 1 in 3 Americans are cutting insurance costs just to afford food. In a recent survey of 1,000 people, 35% said they've delayed or canceled a big purchase this year. Most commonly a home or a car. Millennials and Gen Z were especially likely to put plans on hold. The leading causes: widespread anxiety about the economy, high interest rates, and unaffordable prices. And some are shifting expectations entirely. 12% have scaled back their dream home goals, and nearly 1 in 4 are now seeing renting as a better financial move than buying in 2025. A third of Americans said they would temporarily go without insurance to cover essential expenses, and 1 in 5 would consider dropping coverage entirely if premiums continue to rise. And we could just keep going on the list. 1/3 of Americans are overburdened by housing costs. Obviously, people are, they're broke. Let's be real. Just, auto sales are sputtering now which that's a whole nother topic I could talk about. Same with the housing thing too, but the auto sales. I mean, my goodness, the prices of those things are ridiculous, and they're, but the tariffs are going to bring it back. And of course, today we got some deal with a new trade deal with Vietnam. We're going to get the tariffs. 20% tariff, and he's like, "Oh, and Vietnam gonna pay again." Listen, you still got these people that still go along for this roller coaster ride with this guy. Like, "Oh, China's gonna pay. Oh, these countries are gonna pay." No, we pay, but you talk to like that crowd that just refuses to acknowledge this. It's just. No, we pay. This is not a deal. we're still paying more than we would when we haven't brought back manufacturing. Oh, yes, it will, Jacob. We'll bring back manufacturing. The factory's come back. Guys, his own Treasury Secretary has already admitted they're unsustainable. Again, check out the full article on my Substack. It's there. He openly admits that it's not sustainable. And I bring this up because the tariff things are going to come back next week. Which they'll probably come back down again. But it's a negotiating tool, I'm sure. And look, he's backtracked on the deportation thing, and that's I asked the question, where's the deportation we're told? Where's the factories? Where's all these jobs? They're not there. They don't exist. And so you look at this thing, I talked about, he's like, "Oh, we're gonna make exemptions for the farmers and hospitality," and so he's not really serious about deportation. That was another thing he lied to you about. So I could keep going on and on. I just want to make a quick little video showing this, Americans out here losing their house, they're losing everything, but this guy's going to sell you cologne. This guy's going to sell you perfume. Hey, buy my phone service, bro. Hey, buy my meme coin, bro. Hey, buy my Bible. Remember that one? And there are people that still just defend this stuff. They still think this guy walks on water and he can do no wrong. And everyone's perfectly okay with this. And it whatever, you can't help people after a while. And I'm sure everyone will say, "Oh, you're saying that Biden, Obama's better?" No, absolutely not. Well, let's stop acting like this is somehow okay. Like, as if somehow, Hunter Biden and all the other guys there and their shady deals. As if somehow that overthrows this one. Yeah, I'm well aware of the corruption on the other side. There is no other side. It's the same team. If you haven't figured it out yet, well, can't help you. Sorry. It's a uniparty. Let's get real. But anyways, I'm rambling at this point. I just want to make a quick little video. I thought this was just so stupid. And I had to show this. Alright, anyways, so if you guys like what you saw here today, please leave a like and subscribe. comment down below. Let's have a discussion about this. Push it out in the algorithm. Share it with your friends and your family and on your social media platforms. And again, if you want to see more of my unfiltered comments, please go follow my Substack, and you'll see more there. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Take care.